Hi, in this video discussion 5, Lax 2011, my comic strip, we will be presenting my comic strip 2. Each of us will describe on each scene for my comic strip 2. For scene 1, me, Muhammad Nazif bin Harun, with metric number 196759, I will be describing how the scene 1 goes. In the first scene, there will be a boy who searching for money to buy groceries for his mother. Then there will be a guy who is searching for someone who could do the bad job for him. We choose the park because it seems relevant for someone who is poor searching for money at a very crowded places. The guy's outfit is representing a rich guy who is financially stable. So that's all for scene 1. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Akib Tamid. My metric number is 1999744. So I will draw now the second scene of the my comic strip. So in this scene, I'm trying to draw two person, one man and one poor boy. So I will now finish drawing the man first. So mainly in this scene, will be able to see that a man will approach a boy who is badly in need of money. So the guy tell the boy to throw garbages and chemicals into the river. The boy was basically in need of money, so without thinking further, he he accepted the man's proposal and agreed to dump garbages and chemical into the river. So that's what I'm drawing right now. So this man will approach the poor boy and offer him some money. So I'm drawing the man now who will offer the poor boy some money.
name is Yugeshwari, daughter of Ramanathan. My metric number is 193386. For cover step 2, I will draw the third scene. My cover step theme is money and nature. So the third theme is about the third scene is about a man throw the toxic into the river. So I will begin to draw this scene with a man. So what that I want to explain about the storyline of the scene 3. So the scene 3 is the action part of the scene, is the action of the wood part. The scene 3 is about the man who struggled to money find out the solution, which is join the company to do the illegal thing and throw the hazardous toxic waste that produced from the factory and throw it into the river. So it is the main idea of the scene 3. So the hazardous toxic is very dangerous and harmful for aquatic organism, from avoid providing the zero oxygen transfer to the fish and any other living organism. So the man also throws many of contain hazardous toxics which will be pollute the river, and the water in the river will be spoiled and cannot be reused or recycled back because it's more on the toxic that cannot be spoiled. So this reaction is called illegal because it's obey the rule of the environment. So it can be punished by responsible authorities. In addition, the person throw the toxic with full fear. As you see, I draw the fear actions in the scene 3. So because the man is fear because it will be a problem if any people saw it, and the people will be complained to the authorities. So I will be show in the dialogue about. From my knowledge, under the current Environmental Quality Act 1974, it will be fine or punishment for those who break the rules such as this. As I know, the man is doing like this because of the money. So he know well the rules and he break the rules for the sake of the family. Yeah, I will be sure I will be draw a lot of toxic content that will be very dangerous. So it is all from for scene 3. The moral of the story I get from the scene 3 is don't pollute the nature with throwing the toxic, because toxic is high contaminated with the acids and the chemical which cannot be recycled or do anything. So as a person, as a human, we must love the nature and don't pollute the nature like this for sake of the money. Finish draw the scene, I will give other person to draw the scene clearly.
So, hello, my name is Chen. My metric number is 201405. So, I'm going to describe the Sense 4, and Sense 4 has two parts. So, let's begin with part 1. So, from the previous census, we have known that the man made a contract that as long as he pours the pollutants into the river, and then he will receive cash with the businessman. So from the sense 4, we can see that the man holds two bags of money, which proves that he indeed done something to pull the water and receive the payments. And we can also know from this image that the first thing he after he receiving money is not splurge. I mean, not spend the money to play or to buying or on buying some luxury, but also but to take the money, happily take the money back home to spend that with his mother. So I think he is a dutiful child, but he even he is a dutiful child. He indeed did some bad things. Uh, what would his mother react? Let's move to part two. So at part 2, we can see that her mother is lying on the ground and crying to her son. So what caused that? I think the story goes like that. After the man dumped the pollutants into the river, and his mother used the polluted water to cook. And after after her eating the meal that's made by the savage, then he fainted. So the man rushed his mother to the hospital, and then he bound himself all the way. He had hoped to use the money to give her mother happiness old age, but now he ruined everything himself. So what is going to happen next? Let's move to chapter 5.
Hello, my name is Priscilla and my matrix number is 196777. I'm going to explain about scene 5 in my comic strip 2. In scene 5, there is a picture showing a mom that is bedridden and the son who is standing behind his mom. The mom fallen sick and bedridden because she consumed polluted water from the river. The river is polluted because of her son's action. Her son pours the chemicals into the river intentionally just to get money. And the mom, who is a housewife, consumed the water to prepare the food for her family. She don't know that the water that she took for the river is actually polluted and it's not safe to be consumed. When she consumed the water from the polluted river, she fall in sick. And there is a dialogue where the mom says, "Thank you for the groceries, my one and only son." She said thank you to his son because his son bought groceries for her. This is clearly shown in the previous scene. The son feels so guilty because of his action, which causes her mom to fall in sick. Before this, he was so selfish and poured the chemicals and all the unwanted waste into the river just to get the money. He think that money was everything for him, but her thought went wrong. He realized his fault when his mom fall in sick. The son who is guilty is asking sorry to his mom. We can see that in the dialogue box. He is so sad and he can't even explain his feeling because his action affects his own mom. The bedridden mom is in a serious condition and passed away in few days. As we all know, polluted water, which is polluted by harmful chemicals, is very dangerous for us to consume. Same goes to the mom in the diagram. His son is terribly affected from his own action, which his action eats his own mom. The mom dialogue shows that she is a lovable person who trusted his one and only son so much. It is an unexpected thing that her one and only son's action takes her life away. Her son have no more words to say rather than keep quiet and crying to himself because his own action causes everything to happen, and now he lost his own mom. Now he realized his own mistake and he promised to himself that he won't keep on repeating the same mistake again. He made a decision that money is not everything. It's better to realize late than never. When if he don't get enough money, he can earn it by himself, but now he have lost his own mom, and for sure his mom is not going to come again in his life. So he is making decision to himself that he will earn money by himself in a good way and not more in a illegal way, such as polluting the environment and throwing the unwanted waste and chemicals to the river. He thought that money is everything in his life, but he forget that actually his mom is everything in his life.
This is what people said as karma. Karma is real, which means the thing that we are doing will come back to us again, just like in this scene. He did a bad thing which pollutes the environment and throws the waste into the river, and his good act, and his bad act come to him again.
Hello everyone. So my name is Pavitra Ravichandran and my matrix number is 197996. So now I'm gonna talk about scene 6 in the comic strip 2, which has the theme of nature and money. So in scene 6 we're gonna see about the ending of this comic strip. Okay. So as my friends have described earlier about all the scenes, it's about how a greedy person was exploiting the nature. Ended up his mom got the bad impact from it, which means the mom got the karma from his deeds. So in the conclusion, it is shown that we're gonna show that the character, which is mainly the guy who did the bad thing, okay, he would realize his mistake about throwing the toxic into the river. So he will start a campaign and he will try to make others realize about the bad things that could happen if you exploit the nature. So he also would be like going around with the campaign because he wants to save more life even though he lost his mom. So in this scene that we can see that he has finally realized the fact that what bad you do to the nature or anything we don't relate to nature, like whatever bad things you do will return to you or someone close to your heart. So this is what he got. So he has realized from it, and now he want to make good deeds and help others because he knows that through his actions before, which is throwing the toxic into the river, it has affected many people because the river was the common source of water for many people around him. So he started this campaign so that he could save them, and also at the same time so that he could give them some what do I say, some view about things that happening around us, about the nature, and also why we shouldn't be exploiting the nature. Okay, then in this last scene we could see that there will be like a group of people that is being drawn behind him in a small shadow, which means that this his campaign action is not done alone, which means he is trying to bring a lot of people into it so that his effort could go out to more people. So in the scene we clearly showed that how we clearly try to end this money and nature comic strip in a good way, which is how we made the main character to realize his mistake. Not only just that, we also made the main character to do good things to others. So like in this conclusion we did something that the readers should connect to them, which means that when they read this comic, which is about money and nature, they should connect to themselves about what is happening around them, like about people exploiting the nature and all. So we did in a way where this is a common thing that's happening in the country or in the world right now, where there are some people who's exploiting So just we are showing it in a comic strip. So why we did end it in this way, so that maybe if there are some people who are exploiting nature, maybe when they read this, they might get some thing, they might feel bad, maybe they could get some good thing from it, and maybe they would stop doing it. So, or maybe we could educate people on the on how to save nature, and educate people about not exploiting the nature. So yeah, this final scene concludes everything about nature, that nature is not only yours, it's belong to everyone. So we should take care of nature, and that is what the main character did it in the end. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Over the hills and far from mine, she's waiting for love.